Stream history will not repeat by Jessie Paege, my people. And if you don't know who Jessie Paege is, that's me. And that's so unfortunate that this is the first video that you're seeing of me. I'm so sorry. I promise we do have fun sometimes. Maybe not today though. Look at how cute my makeup is though. Hello, my people. Thank you for all the sweet birthday wishes. I did not cry on my birthday. I'm really proud of myself for that one. I'm a Pisces. I think every video so far has just been myself further becoming more and more of a fairy. And every time I've been like, damn, I really look like a fairy today. And I think today might top it. Cause look at how cute. This makeup took a while, okay? Like this, please. Am I good at this? Give me validation, okay? I need it. I didn't get it when I was little. All right. So if you don't know, I make a lot of videos on LGBTQ plus topics, and I've done like things not to say to bisexuals, things not to say to asexuals. And today I want to take it a step further. We're doing a different type of dump today of really serious topics. I've really been liking doing these commentary reaction-esque videos, and there is something that has upset me for a really long time. But anyways, I make a lot of LGBTQ plus videos. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. You should subscribe right now, please. Do you see how disgusted I was if you're not subscribed? Okay, let's talk about this. There was a recent event that has brought up this issue again, and that is the Don't Say Gay bill. We are going to be talking about maps. I don't know if I'm gonna get demonetized if I say this, but I really don't feel like censoring myself. I'm gonna not use the word as much because I do want this video to go up because I want people to hear about this. And I do think it is important to use the full word and not their terminology that enables them and belittles what they do and how they feel and what they're trying to enable. But I also don't want to get demonetized. So it's the P-E-D-O word. There you go. I just don't want to get demonetized because I really do want people to see this video. So they've been trying to be a part of the LGBTQ plus community for a while now. And it's always an issue, but it's recently been even more of an issue. So I'm like, you know what? Today I'm going to be making a video on it. They call themselves MAP. Not like the Dora map. We stand that map. We like that map. This is a different one. I'm sorry if you're new to my channel. Humor is kind of what helps me deliver difficult topics. So it's not that I don't think this is serious or else I wouldn't be making a video on it. It's just my way of coping, okay? I'm not trying to belittle the situation, trust me. Trust me. MAP stands for Minor Attracted Person. It's exactly what you think it is. A person that is attracted to minors. Yep. Minor attracted person trying to be in the LGBTQ plus community. I mean, their existence already really upsets me, but then there's that. Because they think love is love also correlates with that. Creating a new word and building a community around it is further enabling it. You know, not everyone knows that word. I didn't know that word. And if they're like, I'm a part of the MAP community, you know, obviously you're not gonna know what that is. And once you use the word for what it actually is, which we should be using, because it does have a negative stigma as it should, creating a new word takes away all the negative stigma that this word should have. There's certain words that, you know, have negative stigmas that we shouldn't be using, but we should be using that exact word with all of that stigma so that people know what they're dealing with for these types of people. So they are trying to become a part of the community, and they have been for years. And as an LGBTQ plus person, I'm actually offended. I don't know if you feel that way too. And the worst part is that the alt-right absolutely feeds into this. They created something called Clover Gender, which they basically used as a hoax to further make the LGBTQ plus community look worse and further feed into this. The LGBTQ plus community wants to normalize people that are attracted to minors, when every LGBTQ plus person that I am friends with that is in my life does not agree with that. It is so beyond belittling to equate wanting to date someone of the same gender as the same fight as someone that is not a minor being attracted to minors and wanting to embrace that. That is so beyond offensive. I'm angry. Okay. Fairy princess, elf, cottage, baked bread. What was that? I've never done that before. That kind of helped. Anxiety life hack. No, I hated that. Okay, sorry. Just like there's certain words, you know, within the LGBTQ plus community that a lot of us are really aware of. For example, a person in the LGBTQ plus community might know more about what non-monogamous means versus a straight person. There's certain words that we just use a lot within our community. They have their own words, like AOA. That might be a word that we've all been using that I didn't know, but it's age of attraction, which I think the average person doesn't need to specify unless you're into someone that's older. I don't know, but like it's age of attraction basically, and they'll specify. This is so oh my god. Please, if you did not see that trigger warning, I'm not shying away from shiz, so please keep all that in mind, okay? And I might even be applying my personal experiences to this and so on, so I'm even gonna be discussing a lot of homophobia in this, and if that's too upsetting and triggering, the world is scary right now. If it's too much for you, if you've had any personal situation, if you just don't feel like this video, please click out. Okay, cool. I just really don't want to hurt anyone with this video. I just want to let you all know. So yeah, AOA is age of attraction, so they'll be like, AOA. I saw one that said AOA ages 2 to 12. 2 years old? 12 years old? It's all weird. Completely normalizing it. You're not talking about like, oh, I'm really into brown haired guys. I'm really into emo girls. You're talking about the age of the minors you're attracted to. It's not the same. And phrases like this absolutely normalize it and build a community where they can be like, what's your whatever. Anyways, I'm gonna get into how this community, trying to be in our community, is affecting our community in a negative way, and how much we need to really be loud about the fact that we don't agree with this and we don't associate with those people, okay? There you go. They have a lot of really weird ways of doing this. Someone on Tumblr, Bull of Shortness, wanted to give credit where it's due, pointed out that their flags have a lot of similarities to the LGBTQ plus flags. So on the left is the gender questioning flag, on the right is a map flag. I guess they have multiple flags that they use, so that it's kind of like when someone will spell Minecraft and spell one letter wrong so that people will click it and make a false subscription. It's like they'll slightly change the flag so people at first glance maybe won't realize, but it's so directly correlated with the LGBTQ plus community, and we absolutely gave no permission. There is the gay flag, the map flag, non-binary flag, there's a map version, and so on and so forth. Map flags have a tendency to look very similar to other flags. Be aware, it's not a sexuality. Child is not a gender you can be attracted to. Thank you. Thank you so much. And these people need to see professional help. Okay, breathe. There's so many levels of wrong to this. It's also correlating the LGBTQ plus community with being felonious, and basically that the LGBTQ plus community is something that is illegal because, you know, identifying with they them pronouns and dating someone that happens to be the same gender definitely is the same as being attracted to a child as an adult. Sorry, I'm like genuinely offended by this. Anyways, I don't know if you heard about this, but there was a recent bill. It was called the Don't Say Gay bill. And there was also the like Stop Woke bill. I went on HRC's website because they had a great article on how to explain the Don't Say Gay bill. And I like to use news sources that are from organizations where it's just they've countlessly supported the LGBTQ plus community and they've got the right bias. It's actually Don't Say Gay or Trans bill. It got worse. They said, we're not just homophobic, we're also transphobic. Great. Basically, it blocks teachers from talking about LGBTQ plus issues or topics. This bill also undermines any existing protections for LGBTQ plus students, both in Florida, which I just actually moved from Florida. I lived in Florida during the pandemic. I dated some girls while I lived there. There's definitely a community there, and a young LGBTQ plus community out there too. So it's really, really upsetting. These people that are growing up in Florida, they can't afford to move out of their state maybe. Some of these people are just LGBTQ plus kids just trying to go to high school. They can't control school where they grew up. So yeah, it was recently passed in the free United States of America. Yep, I want to move to the Netherlands. I'm Dutch. They would accept me. I'm really tall because I'm Dutch. Everyone say hello, my baby. As you can imagine, LGBTQ plus people are pretty upset. And for some reason, the alt-right has justified this don't say gay or trans bill as being valid with the fact that people that identify as MAP but are really the other word are trying to be in our community, even though 99.9% of us don't agree with that. I'm pretty sure. I don't. Florida. That's the dumpster of the United States. That is the trash chute. And you can't say the swamp because that's disrespectful to Shrek. So the don't say gay or trans bill has been something a lot of my LGBTQ plus friends have been talking about, and a lot of people have been talking about on Twitter, and people are rightfully upset. A lot of people like to diminish the LGBTQ plus community to just being about sex, as if there's not a whole asexual community that is constantly swept under the rug. But that's another topic. This tweet says, why do Democrats want to talk to third graders about Oh my goodness. Again, diminishing our whole community to being about when we have a whole LGBTQ plus history. It would be great for people to learn, and no one's saying they want people to get that queer any earlier. Like, no one's saying queer should not be at the same time as straight ed, you know? I feel like straight ed typically happens, hopefully, late middle school, high school, when you're like 15, 16. That makes sense. No one's saying a third grader should be getting queer ed. Literally no one. Except they're using this MAP community to justify this point further. Goddess craft. What's your craft? Being bigoted. I'm still trying to figure out why they were trying to why they, as in the whole community, just generalizing it, right? I'm still trying to figure out why they were trying to normalize by renaming them minor attracted people, because we all were included in that, and because we made that officially a thing. Because 99.9% of people completely were like, this is outrageous in our own community. But you know, just hold us all accountable for a entirely different community just trying to justify what they do by including us. That's our fault, right? Mom to two, oh god. I feel bad for the 5 dogs, a horse, tortoises, and a hen. So this is all about the don't say gay bill. They're basically turning it into people want LGBTQ plus education and topics taught in school because they're trying to enable adults that are attracted to minors. That's why we want LGBTQ plus education, not because kids should learn about proper use of pronouns and, you know, just how to politely ask, and LGBTQ plus history, which is a huge portion of people in this world are LGBTQ plus, and it would be great for people to learn about their origins. Or, you know, young LGBTQ plus students not having to go and learn about this on the side, not feeling as if they are a part of our history. But that's what it's about. We've got another tweet. Unfortunately, 49% of those who disagree are Democrats with the don't say gay or trans bill. I'm gonna beep a lot of these words out. Minor attracted persons, creeps, sick people who don't love themselves, and more Democrats. Oh my gosh. So now the whole LGBTQ plus community is being belittled for being all of these really serious things, when most people in the community are not that. It's so beyond messed up because it's already horrible that there are people like this that exist that are trying to normalize minor attracted people. That's the first layer. The second layer is that they are trying to be a part of the LGBTQ plus community because they think everything the LGBTQ plus community stands for, gender identity, feeling comfortable within yourself, love is love, all of that rhetoric somehow includes minor attracted people, and they are facing oppression because LGBTQ plus people have actually faced oppression. Minor attracted people have not faced oppression, I'm sorry. For being minor attracted people have every right to judge you. A lot of people are like, you know, I'm acknowledging that they're humans. First off, if you're an adult and you know you feel this way, go and get help. But don't talk about it online. Don't even be online until you get professional help. And don't feel any pride toward, I'm sorry. I feel more sympathy for the children that don't feel safe in these situations because these people are not victims. You knocked a crystal. Does anyone else's cat just... But you are not victims. And in this community of maps, they will just completely gaslight people that are in the LGBTQ plus community with, so you don't support this? Here someone said, so ape maps don't exist to you? Just because you added the word ace and included the asexual community, it doesn't mean that you are being bigoted towards the asexual community to not include maps. And it's playing the, so you don't support this community? All because you added the word asexual in front of it doesn't mean we have to support you being a minor attracted person, okay? I really don't like the word. I don't like beating around the bush. Like, I think there's certain words with negative stigma for a reason. I think there's certain words that have a negative stigma that shouldn't have that stigma, or have, you know, certain, like, words can hold stigmas that are harmful to the community, but I can't think of any stigma related to the word that I want to say, but I don't want to get demonetized and I want people to see this video and hear what I have to say. I can't think of any stigma that could be harmful in general. I think the more people are aware of how serious and scary this is and just wrong this is, the better, okay? I think we need negative stigma here, okay? We don't need normalization. We don't need to treat these people like they're victims, like they are facing oppression for being adults that are attracted to minors. We don't. There's a lot of things we need in this world. We need more love and compassion, but we don't need to be feeling sorry for these people. I'm sorry. Hate me all you want. I promise I'm a nice person, but you gotta draw the line at a certain point. When there's people that literally have to go to therapy and work through things that they've dealt with the child because of situations like this, and you have someone completely normalizing it, as someone that has experienced some stuff as a minor, I don't feel comfortable with it, because without getting into details, I literally had barely kissed anyone, barely done anything, and my first ever experience with being, you know, someone in my space in broad daylight without my permission was when I was a minor with someone that was an adult, and it completely ruined me and still ruins me. I have a mental block that I still have to work through every single day of my life, something that happened to me when I was 16 years old. So I don't feel any sympathy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Ugh, sorry, I'm mad. Especially when the LGBTQ plus community has so many of their own fights, it's actually affecting the way people see the community. The people that are making the laws that are hurting our community are keeping these things in mind. Ugh. We've got another one. Maybe you should stay down, just like you kicked us off for defending this. So more gaslighting, you know, you kicked us off for defending this, but you do this, so us defending this is fine, even though there's no proof that that person did that. I really don't like people throwing that word around. Really is triggering as like a Jewish woman that comes from a family of Holocaust survivors. Like, I really hate that word being thrown around so often. People will just use it as a comparison to the vaccine, and that's a whole other conversation. It really upsets me. Ugh. So, anyways, not to say that every person that is a minor attracted person is straight, that attraction, but they are not LGBTQ plus because of their being attracted to minors, if that makes sense. And we don't really claim them. Even if they're attracted to the same gender, you're still attracted to minors, and it's messed up. We don't want to be correlated with you. We don't want our image to be tarnished with your... Okay. I wanted to use the words that they identify with on my YouTube channel so you guys can hopefully spot these people out, call them out, block them, report them, try to get them suspended, do everything. And it's so unfortunate that we have to do this when we already have to fight to be able to just exist as LGBTQ plus people. But make it clear, we are not associated with these people. We as a community, it is not one of our ideas. It is not a moral code for us where we are all accepting and tolerating these people, and we want to be far associated from this community. I'm just a gay YouTuber. I don't have that much power, but I wanted to educate. And if you see anyone online that is trying to create these really, really toxic stereotypes for our community, I want you to call them out, to be really vocal. And it's so sad that we have to be vocal about that straight or cis people don't have to shout from the rooftops that they don't support minor attracted people. But you know, with this Don't Say Gay bill, this was one of the first things they used against us. And to be honest, there's really not many moral reasons for teachers to not be able to mention LGBTQ plus issues and history and queer said when they're teaching every other said. No, we don't want third grade said. Who said that? I don't know anyone. It's just like, if you happen to also be teaching said at the age where kids are taught said, you could throw in some queer said, you know? Just so kids can be safe. My gosh. And in general, we just need to keep talking and using the full word, which I know is ironic because I couldn't use it in this video because I want this video to get out there, but don't belittle it. It deserves negative stigma. Sorry. But wait, before you go, click the link in my bio and pre-save preach. I know this is on a totally different topic, but do it, okay? It'll cleanse your palate. It'll clear your skin after this because I think I developed hives from reading this. But clear skin because I pre-saved my song. I pre-saved my own song, yes. I wanted to see the number go up. I know what you're probably thinking. Oh, I never pre-save songs. I used to be that way. Until I listened to my own music. Pre-save! Make sure to support an independent, queer woman that makes music. Because literally, I pay for like everything. Every dollar I make honestly goes into my music videos. So if you could support, that'd be great. Mwah. I'm giving you the face until you pre-save. There we go. Love you! I'm gonna feature your pages on the screen, as well as your posts. Chef's kiss. I promise next time we'll watch fairies, Barbies, mermaids, please, anything but this content. I was just angry today. I came in with a mission, and I really wanted the internet to be aware of what is currently going on with alt-right Twitter and this other community that we don't claim. I love you. Preach comes out April 8th. Go to your calendar and set a reminder. April 8th. Okay, bye-bye.